when we are not doing soil testing, taking empty barrels to the scrapyard, lifting concrete slabs, or even growing out the most insane mustaches, you can usually find us lifting foundations or stabilizing foundations with geotechnical resin injection. This is a townhome, and the rear wall had begun to settle. So we have driven 1/2-inch steel rods into the ground. The end of those rods have what we call a drive point. It's basically a needle that fits in that rod just to stop dirt from going in the rod. And then we pull it up about 1 inch. I put this 1/4-inch metal rod down in, and we punch that drive point out to make sure that when we inject, our foam is going to come out of the other end of the rod. And right now I'm walking over, getting my nifty foam knee pad, custom made by yours truly. And we're using a special clamp. We have this made by a company out in Iowa. Very expensive clamp. And we're going to go ahead and clamp our gun to a special fitting on the end of that rod. And then we can begin injecting our resin underneath of the home's footer. So these rods are about 5 to 6 foot in the ground. You can see the crack there. We've put a piece of duct tape across that crack so that as the footer moves, rotates back in and lifts up, you'll see that tape start to basically curl up. And then we dug down to the footer, drilled through it, and injected some foam geotechnical resin underneath of the footer just to make sure that everything is void filled. And then we're going to tuck point all this cracking with some Type S mortar. Now this is just an animation of that. Drive the rods into the ground, fill in all the voids, compress the soil, and begin to lift. We call it our deep lock process at TruLift Concrete Repair. Feel free to check us out on the web, truliftconcrete.com. You can give us a call at 803-200-2296.